today. My name is Christy,
And I'm Greg.
also known as Charlie Brown. We're with Positive Creation Wreath. We want to welcome you. If you're new to our channel, let us know that you're new and where you're watching from so we can give you a warm welcome. If you're on our Facebook, don't forget to hit the follow button. Today we're doing something different. We're going to ask, today's asking, we're going to give you a Q&A. Yeah, that's it. If you're on our YouTube, don't forget that subscribe button so you get notified every time we go live.
And click that thumbs up on both.
Yes, please give us a thumbs up. So today we're going to have a question and answer. So anytime you have a question, just go ahead and put it out there and we'll get it in the comments because we get to see your comments coming up on the screen. So we're just going to wait for people to start asking questions.
It was really a nice day. The temperature was warm.
Hi, Cece. How are you? Did you get any crazy weather like we did?
But the sun was out today. It was nice. Everything drying up. And hi, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. You can see us today. Don't forget, today is questions and answers.
Cece said, good girl. But yes, if you have any questions, just ask and we'll do our best to answer them. Mm-hmm. Just trying something different than. Says yes, cold, a little snow in Georgia.
We had a lot of ice. A lot of ice. With a sprinkling of snow, then more ice. So glad it's starting to melt now.
Hi, Robbie. How you doing?
There's Knucklehead. Hi, Robbie.
He's going to pay you back.
He's always going to pay me back. Hello.
Ricky?
Ricky, yes.
We still have quite a bit of ice left. Oh, wow.
They came down through the road on our road today and they plowed off most of the ice, and I'm glad. We didn't go anywhere for 2 days. We were iced in.
Robbie says hello. Robbie, this is Q&A day, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Go ahead and ask, Knucklehead. I mean, Robbie. Don't worry. He works with Greg, and yeah, he calls me Bonehead and along with other names, so. Yep, today is Q&A, so if you have any business questions, go ahead and ask. If you have any other questions, and if y'all want to know why I keep looking down, I am cutting out patterns. I am making gnomes. We have our first craft show of the year this coming up Saturday, so I have been making gnomes. And yeah, I cut my material and I make them all by hand, so it does take me a while, but I am making gnomes. So I'm cutting fabric. So that's why I keep looking down, but I will answer your questions.
We did have a question from our live Friday, and I'm sure it was just a joke, but the question was asked, proper places to hide candy. So I was sitting here talking with Christy beforehand. Cece said, let's see the gnome.
Oh, it's in the other room. You want to grab them?
What one?
The Mickey one. I've only got the Mickey Mouse ones done. They're Easter Mickey. I'm working on a different one now. I haven't gotten it started. I just started cutting out today. But somebody asked the question, where's the proper place to hide candy? And of course, Charlie Brown said, in the washer and the dryer where men don't go. And I'm like, true.
If the guy doesn't do laundry.
Yeah, if the guy doesn't do laundry or dishes or whatever. This is my Mickey Mouse gnome that I made. There's his ears, and he does stand. It's hard to get him all the way in there. Here, let me move him back. And there's his little tail. And he does have a little nose. It's just hard to see with the egg in there. But he does stand up. Thank you.
Teresa said, how cute.
Thank you. And Teresa, you asked about craft shows, and I told you on Facebook there's an event place I'm going to take the time to show you that now that we're not crafting. Okay. Let me see if I can get my phone in here.
Yeah, you have to come this way.
Don't forget, I'm still learning this whole new camera thing. All right. If you're using your phone, let me shut this light off.
Yeah, it's hanging down probably between the computer desk and the craft table.
Oh, there it is. Let me see if I can shut this light off. There. Nope.
Teresa said I looked it up.
Did you look it up?
Hi, Pamela. She said, hi, Christy.
Hi, Rhea. Hi, Pamela. Yeah, there's those 3 lines on Facebook. Click on those, then it'll say events. I know there's a shadow, but
it's hard to see on that.
Yeah. Then you click on events. Yeah, and it'll have all your craft shows. And then another way is you can go to your Google, which is hard to see because it has a picture of us. Type in their craft shows near me, and it'll give you a whole list of craft shows for the whole year. Because a lot of times people have them already booked, and then you can just pick whatever craft show you want. So that's a way to look up for the craft shows. And then you can pick and choose. But I would sign up if there's one that you know that you're definitely wanting to do. I would sign up early for it because they do fill up pretty quick and get registered pretty quickly. Is there any other questions? Like I said, I'm still cutting material because I'm making gnomes. But I can still talk.
And you do.
I do. I talk a lot, usually.
Teresa said the most I was told they were full.
Don't stop there. Look on out. And then you'll find out too as you keep going along. There will be some that'll pop up like out of nowhere. Like today, there's one that popped up for September, and they're starting to fill them up now. But the one that came up today, that's for September, it's the same time as our Borden Valley days, and I always do Borden Valley days, so there will be some that'll pop up.
Pamela asked, do you have any children?
Yes, we have 3 boys, and our youngest son passed away, and so now we have 2 boys, but we do have what we call adopted children. It's all the kids that used to hang out at our house when they were younger, and we pretty much raised them. So we've taken them all in, and to this day, they still call us mom. And
call you mom.
Yeah, they call me mom.
They don't call me mom.
No, they call me mom, and they call him pop. And it's because they just stayed at our house, and I didn't care if they were at our house because as long as they was at our house, I knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
So everybody said, "You're crazy. You have 13 boys, teenage boys." And I'm like, and I know what they're doing. I know that they're not out being mischievous. They're not tearing up anybody's property. They're not getting into drugs. I know where they're at. So, yep. And we have one of them lives way north of us, and one of them lives way south of us. So,
and each one of them have 2 children.
Yep. Our oldest boy has 2 girls, and our youngest boy, well, he's actually the middle child, but he's now the youngest because our youngest son passed away. He has a girl and a boy. So we only have 1 grandson. And he lets you know. He makes up for being the only boy.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Yep. And since they live so far away, we've kind of adopted some other grown children around us. Like our mailman, he's the same age as our oldest son, and he has children, and his children are the same age as our grandchildren, and they live right close. So we kind of pretty much adopted him.
Didn't ask him, just did it.
Yeah, we just did it.
But he's really a good guy.
He is. He's a good kid. And I call him a good kid. And Charlie Brown said, he's not a kid. He's a young man. And I said, well, in my eyes, he's a good kid. I mean, he's a kid to me. So And I had a chocolate heart box. And okay, I'll just tell you guys, I'm getting ready to make a wreath, and I'm having a sign made, so it should be done tomorrow. And if it is, I'm going to jump on here and I'm going to do a live and I'll show you guys. This is what I wasn't going to tell you. I was just going to do it and show you guys.
Except we will be going live early, so
Yeah.
most of you, if not all, may have to just go back and watch the replay.
If you're not able to join us.
Yeah.
Okay, where'd they go?
That I don't know. Was they in one of those things down there?
No, I thought they was in the drawer.
There's
Oh,
one.
they're right here.
I was gonna say there's one package.
I
in the
found
front
them.
room.
It's not for me, it's for a company. These are fake. These are fake. Let me figure out this camera. Yeah, it's a fake cockroach. I'm making it for a bug company. They wanted these on the wreath. Yeah. I had to order them through Amazon. I just wonder what those employees were thinking. But as well, I have fake spiders and ants to put on it as well. So that's going to be the wreath that I'm going to be making tomorrow. But I do have my board meetings, so I won't be able to come on at regular time. It'll be early. Yeah. That's why I said, you guys ain't going to believe the wreath that I've got to make. Yep. It was a bug company. And they got a hold of me and said, we want you to make our wreath. And I was like, okay. Yep.
And I said, cool. With my kids, I've had several adopted ones, and half of them would spend nights and weekends at my home. Yep.
Yep. I didn't care if they stayed with us. I knew where they was at.
I'd be coming home and talking to her before I got home. She'd be like, okay, when you come in, just be careful where you step.
We had kids everywhere. Most of the time I slept on the floor and just gave the kids all the beds.
Hi, Shirley.
Hi, Shirley. Yeah, this is one of the ribbons. This is the mesh that they wanted, the color of mesh. So we're doing the black and white. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be putting these little fake cockroaches.
And I said, oh, yes. Talking about kids.
Yeah, so we're going to jump on early and just do that tomorrow. But like I said, I have a board meeting. So I just dropped my pattern.
Nice.
Found it. Yeah.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. I've just shown them the wreath. We're going to jump on early tomorrow. Today's question and answer, so you can ask anything you want. But tomorrow we're going to be making a wreath. We're going to jump on early because I have my board meeting. It's fake. Yes, that's a fake cockroach. It was a bug company in our area that asked me to do a wreath for them.
What time will you be on tomorrow?
I'm not 100% sure. We're going to try and shoot for like maybe 2 o'clock. We're hoping around 2.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. How are you?
Yeah, if we can do about 2 or 3 at the latest.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. So I can get that wreath done and get it out. But anyhow, what I started to tell you guys is we had a small box of chocolates, and I took the chocolates out because he doesn't eat them. So I took the small box of chocolates, took all the chocolates out, put some of those bugs in there because obviously I'm not going to use them all for that wreath. So I put some of the chocolates or the little fake roaches in there. And I put some spiders and some of the ants too that are, I forgot them in the other room. But anyhow, I put some of those in there. And I put the lid back on it and I gave it to our mailman. And I said, here you go. He goes, I can definitely tell you've raised boys. And I said, oh, yeah. He took it home that night and gave it. He started opening it up and he asked his boys if they wanted a piece of candy. And they were like, yeah. So he took the lid off and they were like, bah. He said it was so fun to get his kids.
And Debbie said, doing okay, just painting. Pamela said, I could do without the cockroaches. The bugs aren't so bad. Shirley said, you have to be careful with asking anything, LOL.
Yeah.
When you did your first live, what equipment did you use? Phones?
This was my first piece of equipment, my phone. If you go back, my first YouTube, or well, all of our lives are on YouTube because we kind of edit them a little bit, but not really. They're all on YouTube. And if you look from the first live all the way up to now, you're going to see a huge difference because he wouldn't even get on camera when I first started. He wouldn't even moderate for me. And I didn't have my glasses then. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still not wearing them. But anyhow, I was trying to read and you would see me in the monitor gun making the stink face. And I'm like, I just can't see your comments. And finally I told him, he said, you're going to have to suck it up and read comments for me because I cannot see. And I'm making the ugly face. So, yeah, trying to read. And he's like, well, find your glasses. So I finally broke down and went to the eye doctor. And, $300 later, got glasses. And now I read, but then I take them off to scratch my eyes. And then I lay them down and forget where I laid them. I know.
Goodness.
But now he reads, and now he now he reads all the comments, and now he likes it. Yeah.
Sure. We'll say that.
He likes it.
I mean, everybody knows you use good judgment. Any question that's not personal is almost fair game. If we don't know the answer, I'll make one up.
Oh, my word.
It's that easy. What is the best-selling platform other than Etsy that you could recommend?
The best thing I can recommend to you is to get your name out there, and the best way to get your name out there is doing craft shows. My first craft show that I did, nobody knew who I was, and we didn't have business cards even. Did not have business cards, so we were writing our names down on scrap pieces of paper and passing them out to people, and I was like, we have to get business cards. So that night we came home after our first craft show and we ordered business cards. So the next craft show I went to, we had business cards, passing them out. And if you want to know the best place that we have found personally to get business cards is Vista.
Yeah.
Vista Print. He takes care of all that stuff. I just craft. He does all the business stuff. I said we need to get business cards. It was just wild. So we came home, we ordered business cards, and now we pass them out like they're candy. It's like, here you go. Plus, if somebody's wanting an order, if they're wanting a special order, you can write it down on a business card. You have it, and you can put it in your little box, your file folder, whatever. Then you can take it home, and you won't lose it, and you'll have it for later.
But there is some people that do go on that Facebook Marketplace in their local community, and they get on there and they sell some of the stuff they do too.
All right, Shirley, we'll catch you tomorrow.
And then Sherry asked, did doing lives help your Etsy shop?
Yes. And another thing too, because I was listening to a lot of different people about Etsy, and it was just all confusing when I first started on Etsy, and I was just so confused, and it's all overwhelming when you first start. But I did take a workshop with what's her name? No, you took that. We sat there for an hour and we listened.
Oh, I don't remember what it's called.
It was Laura. It was with a lady. I'd have to look up her name because I can't remember. But her name was Laura something, and I would have to look it up. And the way she broke it down and put it all in perspective, she said, when you're doing your Etsy shop, and ever since we both took her class, it was an hour long. She broke a lot of things down, and it made sense the way she broke it down. And
it was free.
It was free. Yeah, it was an hour class, but then you could pay for more if you wanted to, which the 1 hour class was more than enough for us. When she broke it down, she said, when let's say you're new to Etsy and you're going to Etsy to buy something. When you go to look up for a wreath that you're wanting to purchase, how are you going to look that wreath up? You're going to look up for, you're not going to put in a wreath with purple ribbon. You're going to look up wreath for mom, wreath for sister, wreath for wife. So she broke it down into different aspects, and the way she broke it down, it made more sense. And so I've been going through and I've been cleaning up my Etsy shop. That's why when I say I've been busy, I really have been busy doing that, and I've been changing a lot of things in my Etsy. And since I've been changing things in my Etsy and cleaning it up, it made more sense. And ever since I've been cleaning it up, I've been getting a lot more sales.
And plus, Etsy does send out whatever you want to say, emails or whatever.
Yeah.
I think we get at least one a day, maybe 2 a day.
Yeah.
And it does keep you current on the trends that like people are on there. What are they putting in to look for? Like if they're wanting a heart wreath, what do they type in to try and look up heart wreaths? They do put that out there too.
Yeah.
And that.
What do I put on my business cards? Do not put your phone number and do not put your address. Those are the two biggest no-nos. You will get calls nonstop and you will get spam calls. Don't ever do that.
We put our Facebook, our YouTube, our Etsy shop,
email.
An email.
I think that's it.
I think so.
All social media accounts and then our email. They can contact you through email.
And that is our URL listing. So all they got to do is just type in that and it'll pull it right up to our page.
Never put your number or your address. You'd be surprised at what will come out of that. Don't ever do that.
And then Shirley asked, is it easy to do Etsy?
It is once you
catch on.
And if you ever need help with any of that, like a one-on-one, we can do like a messenger phone call. I'd be more than willing to help you with that. Yeah.
Pamela said, how many different items do you take? Like to a show?
Oh, to a show? I definitely take Wreath. And when it's what I do, this is just what I do personally. When like Easter's coming up, well, this show is on the 12th. Okay, Valentine's Day is on the 14th. 9 times out of 10, they usually already have their Valentine decor. They already have their Valentine's wreath. So they're not going to be looking for Valentine stuff. They're looking for the next holiday. It's just the way it goes. But I will still go ahead and take two Valentines. I keep going over this way. I keep forgetting it's flipped. Okay, 2 Valentines wreaths, because that is still right before Valentine's Day, and you may get lucky and get a chance of selling both of those. Then I'll take 3 of the next holiday, which would be Easter. That's the big major one. St. Pat's and Mardi Gras. In my area where I live, that's not a big thing. So the next big holiday would be Easter. So I would take 3 of my big holidays, which would be Easter. I would take one that's like, I want to say like cartoonish, that has like an Easter bunny in it. The other 2 would have crosses in them. Then I would take one of a patriotic, one Christmas, and one fall. The reason why I do that is because I let them know that I make several types of wreaths and I have them all on display. It doesn't matter. Christmas time, I've sold mini Easter wreaths. At Easter, I've sold mini Christmas wreaths. They want to get them now before they're gone, because they'll ask me, do you sell other places? And I say, yes, I do. So they will go ahead and buy them.
And we do let people know that we do custom orders also.
Yes. And that's how you will start building your business, when you do the craft shows and you tell them, I do custom orders. But don't overwhelm yourself. And when you feel like you have enough, say, I'm done. Say, I do custom orders, but right now I'm booked solid. So if you're adamant that you want this, it's going to be X amount of weeks, or it's going to be this amount of days, or don't overwhelm yourself. You run your business. Don't never let your business run you.
And then Debbie said, I have an Etsy shop. I am not doing well with it, and shut it down. And she said had the views but no sales.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Debbie. That's it, Shirley. Yes, that's the name. What Shirley said.
Laura Kilgore.
Yep.
Yeah, with Etsy, you have to keep up with it almost on a daily basis.
Yeah. Etsy's a daily thing, and things change daily, and you have to keep up with it. And it's like if you don't keep up with it daily, you kind of get lost in the shuffle. Yeah, it's a daily thing. Yes, she's with Beautiful Mesh. Yes, Shirley, you're right. That's it.
And Teresa, I have an Etsy shop, but I have not had much traffic. I think about adding some pictures of my fake bakes. Is there anything else I could do to get more traffic?
Okay. Pinterest draws a lot of traffic because when we want ideals, where do we go? We go to Pinterest. When we want to be inspired, where do we go? Pinterest. When we need things, where do we go? Pinterest.
And something I have learned is on Pinterest and Instagram and YouTube. It's been out for a while now. It's called Shorts. So like 15, maybe anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds long. Just
Do a quick video.
do a quick video and put it out there. And I had more people checking out the shorts than if I put a full video up there or something else. They liked looking at the quick
videos.
Yeah, the quick videos.
Now I cannot use my phone to do the quick videos in Etsy, but I can use my tablet to do the quick videos in Etsy. But I can use my phone to do the quick videos in Pinterest, Instagram, and things like that, and YouTube. And we got more traffic going to our Etsy shop and more sales by doing the quick videos. And we pretty much sold out of everything. The fabric covered pumpkins, we sold out of those in no time. They were gone. We sold out of those.
Wreath kits that we put on there.
Wreath kits, they sell out. I still have a few of the patriotic ones, but I'm not even going to get into that right now. I'm not even going to get into that. That was over a bunch of other crap, and I'm just not even going to get into it.
Yeah, but wreath kits do sell pretty good.
Yeah.
And that, just like when Christy's going to do wreath kits, she'll take all the material on with one, and she'll put it together on her live, and then advertise that she has these kits in her Etsy shop. So then you see how she done it. Well, you get all the material, then you can take and do it the way you want. You can add things to it, take things away, whichever you choose. You know?
Yeah. And Teresa, I did look at your Etsy shop, and I would love to work with you one-on-one. If you don't mind. I would just love to work with you one-on-one. I'm not trying to say anything. I'd just like to help you. That's what I'm trying to say. I'd love to help you.
And Debbie said the ads cost a lot. We haven't looked into ads right now.
The ads.
Like.
Awesome. Okay, great.
Like on YouTube, how they have ads during their videos.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that.
I'm not paying for ads. I'm not paying for ads. And if Facebook ever comes up and wants you to, I know I shouldn't say this. If Facebook ever wants you to pay for your video to get out or any of your listings to get out or whatever, it's not worth it. I've done it a couple of times and it's not worth it. You're lucky if you pull one person in. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
And that was about what?
Ads.
Yeah.
No.
Well, too, Facebook is always wanting us to boost anything we post.
Yeah, that's another thing. Don't boost anything.
And you got to pay for that. It's like, seriously, just to reach more of an audience, you know. And the thing is about that, if everybody watching shares and then their followers share it too, it's getting out there more.
Sherry's.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the bad thing is when you do lives and you announce something, everybody's on it. Everybody's on it, and they're in a quick hurry to be that first one to do it and say, "Look at me, I was the first one to do it." They're always in a first. It's a race. It's a rat race. So if it's something that you want to be the first to get out and do it and say it, keep it hidden. That's just like nobody else had a moderator. Nobody did until I made him and forced Charlie Brown to do it. Now, if you go through there, you'll see a lot of people have moderators and have their spouses on there moderating. And like, okay.
And then we used to dress up, put hats or whatever on and that. Now there's other people on there doing it too.
And this is the way I'm going to say it. This is the way I'm saying it because I don't care. I'm glad I'm a leader and I'm not a follower.
But we're not putting anybody down
Nope.
for what they do.
I don't put nobody down for what they do, but I will say that I'm glad I'm a leader and I'm setting an example. I will say that. But yeah, in crafting, it's a rat race. If you make something, the next day everybody's making one and they're like, "Oh, I thought of this last night." And that's why whenever I get on here, I'm like, "Oh, I seen this ideal, but I'm going to change it up to make it my own because I don't want to be a copycat, so I'm going to change it up." And you will hear me say that. And I always say that. But then the next day you'll see 100 other people do it and they're like, "Oh, I thought of this. I thought of this." And it's like, "Okay." And you did all I was talking about. Did it go well for you, Teresa?
And we hope everybody can sell and sell everything they have. We wish everyone
Yeah.
nothing but good business. And
And I would love to help anybody. I don't mind helping anybody. I actually just told my friend, I said, "Look, I'm starting to get swamped here and because I have a lot of orders I got to get done. Plus, I'm trying to get ready for craft shows." So I told her, I said, I'm thinking about handing you off some wreaths that I need to get done." She's like, "Okay." So that's just how I am.
we're not here to try and stab anybody in the back.
Nope.
And if we can help, we're going to help.
It was up and down. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way business goes. Like our Etsy will be booming hot and then it'll go cold for a while and then it's like I can't keep enough in there and I'm constantly refilling it and then it's the way it goes. Yeah, but when it goes cold in Etsy, then it's hot and personal. Like I get bombarded with orders. Like right now I have a lot of orders I got to get filled and then once I get caught up on all the orders, then Etsy will take off again. So it's a constant thing. So that's why it's okay to go ahead and do custom orders for people.
All
Because
right.
then,
Good night, Shirley.
good night, Shirley. You have a good night too.
Didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize.
It's okay. I could drink my diet root beer. I drink diet. But it's a constant yo-yo. So that's why it's always a good thing to do custom orders. That's what I was trying to say. It's always a good thing to do custom orders and get your name out there. And the good way to get your name out there is by doing the craft shows.
Debbie said, I have only been painting since May of last year. Never thought I would sell anything. I couldn't keep up with the sales at the markets last year.
Oh,
That's
wow.
good.
That is a good thing.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up sometimes.
But like I said, only do what you can. Excuse me. You run your business. Don't let your business run you. Because when we first started getting into it, we was letting the business run us, and it was getting me down physically, and I was getting sick a lot. And we finally said, that's enough. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to do us first. than the business. So if I get too many orders, I'm just like, okay, I can't take on any more orders, or we're gonna have to tell them it's gonna be so many days out. So,
Yeah, Teresa said I started my wreath last March. It will be 1 year this year. Sold a
oh,
lot of wreaths, had 2 buyers that bought a lot of my work, then they stopped. And that'll happen once in a while.
yep,
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is just trying to get your name out there
yeah. Going to craft shows.
and that. Uh, and if you can't afford to order business cards, or you could even just make up a flyer on your computer if you have one. Just make up a few flyers, and like your post office normally has a pegboard, bulletin board, as they call it.
Yeah,
The local store does. You could just make up a flyer about your business and what you sell and everything, and you just go hang it up on that bulletin board at the post office, at the store, wherever there's one, a lot of traffic of people.
yeah,
Just try to make it catchy, where somebody walking by, it's going to catch their eye and they're going to look.
yeah.
That'd be one way to start in a cheap way.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
definitely go slow, Debbie. It will definitely keep you in our prayers.
Yes.
Don't ever, don't ever think that you have to rush, because you don't. No.
And, if you get people coming, hey, I would like to have this, have that, blah, 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 just let them know, hey, it's going to take a little time, like Christy was saying a while ago.
Yep.
Just let them know you're almost kind of swamped in that. And, it might be a little bit before you get to it, but you will get to it.
Yeah.
And that Debbie said he is in remission. Thank the Lord. Yes, praise the
Oh,
Lord.
praise God. Yeah. We'll pray that he stays in remission.
Yes.
Yeah. Never ever let yourself get overwhelmed with anything. Never.
And when you talk to people, you don't have to share with them if you don't feel like it and that,
Mm-mm.
and you'll kind of know when you're talking to somebody, if they're interested in your stuff and talking to you about it and that, you can kind of fill them out and see where they're at, and if they're understanding or not.
And a lot of times, now, don't take this personally, because it's going to happen no matter what, no matter where you go, it's going to happen. It's so going to happen to each and every one of you guys. You're going to set up for a craft show, and there's going to be those people that's going to come up to you. And I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be other crafters, and they're going to do it to you. I don't care. They're going to do it to you. They're going to come up and say, "Can I take a picture of this wreath? It is gorgeous." You don't want to be rude, because you're going to have other buyers in there in your area, in your little 10 by 10 or 10 by 20 or 9 by 9, whatever space it is that they give you at the time. So you don't want to be nasty, because you have other customers that are there, and you don't want to say no. So you want to be polite, and you're like, "Yeah, sure." So they take a picture of it. "Thanks. I'm going to go home and make this." I know. I know you want to spit nails at them, but you can't. You have to bite the bullet and say, "Okay, thanks." Well, guess what? 9 times out of 10, they cannot mimic what you've made, because I'm here to tell you, when I have a customer that comes to me.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura. Sorry. I have a customer that has double doors, and I make a lot of wreaths for her. Um, she's seen one of my 4th of July patriotic wreaths, and she's in love with it. And she calls me all the time. "Have you got those done yet?" And I'm like, "No. When I get them done, I'll let you know." Um, it's hard enough to do one, let alone make a mirrored image for double doors. So for her to go home and make a second one, It's just not going to happen.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. So no, it's not going to happen, but she can try, and it's going to happen. It happens to the best of us, but it's okay.
Hi, Bruce and Brenna.
Hi, Bruce and Brenna. Oh, guess what? Guess what Brenna loves? Brenna loves these. She does. She loves these. Not really, but
We'll just say she does.
we're gonna say she does, just because she's the one making the sign for this. Woo! Look, Brenna, what we're doing tomorrow. Woohoo! Yes, y'all. For those of you that came in late, there is a company that asked me to make a wreath personally with these things on them. Yes, they're fake. They came from Amazon. Yes, this is a fake cockroach, and this is the wreath I will be making tomorrow.
Little does she know. You know how you take roses and you can put them in books and flatten them and that, or you can put them in the freezer and freeze dry them. That's what they did with those cockroaches. They were real.
Stop saying that.
Brenna, what? No way. Debbie, ew. Kathy, hi, Patricia.
Hi, Patricia. We've missed you. Thought it's gonna have to go hunt you down, girl.
And for everybody just joining us, this is Q&A time.
This is Q&A. Ask us anything.
And if we don't know the answer, we'll make it up.
Charlie Brown will make it up.
Simple as that.
Yes. And I keep looking down because I am cutting. I do my patterns. I cut patterns out for my gnomes. And I've been making gnomes for my craft show. And here's one of them so far.
We missed you too, Patricia.
We missed you too, Patricia. Yep, that's a Mickey. And he's even got a little tail. And his little yellow shoes. So, and yeah, he does stand. I'll even stand him up for you. See? So when you see me looking down, I'm cutting. That's what I'm doing. I'm not ignoring you guys.
We've been doing good, Kathy. How about you?
We've been doing good.
She's been staying inside, trying to stay out of the weather.
Mm-hmm. Staying in, staying away from everybody. Staying away. Trying not to get COVID. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to jump on, but it'll be earlier in the day. Probably around 2, maybe. We'll be putting these on a wreath.
Hey, what the customer wants, the customer's going to get.
I couldn't believe it. They called me up and they said, and can you put some fake cockroaches on there and some ants and some spiders? I'm like, sure.
I think they're just testing her to see if she could get it.
That's all right, because the woman that requested this, her husband's my mailman. So I took a box of chocolates and took the chocolates out, and I filled the box full of these and the ants and the spiders, and I gave it to him. So he went home and scared the living daylights out of her. I can get revenge. That's all right. We're all friends.
Brennan said, stop it. If I see those on my desk in my office again, you and the town marshal are in big trouble.
So y'all probably want to know what that's all about. I didn't do anything. I was the innocent person that got roped into everything.
Whatever.
But it might have been my idea. Our town marshal's awesome. We just love him dearly. I took a handful of these in when I was going to see Brenna, and we walked over to see our town marshal, and I said, I need a favor. And he goes, okay. He was just too willing. And I was like, well, you may want to hear what it is first. And he goes, okay, but it's okay. And I said, I held up my hand. He goes, oh, wait. I said, I think Brenna needs these on her desk, and I'm just not going to be able to get her out of the office and get these on her desk. And he laughed and laughed, and he goes, as soon as she goes over there with the Sunshine Gang to do bingo, he goes, I'm putting them on her desk. And I go, I just love you. I'm going to make you something beautiful for your office. And he goes, okay.
Now the story comes out, Brenna.
So I gave him the handful of these little thingies, and I left. And I went back over to Brenna's office and I sat and talked to Brenna for a while and I forgot all about it. And next thing I know, I got a text from Brenna and said, if you ever, I knew then I was done. I started laughing. So, yes. Now I know the truth. Yep, that's the truth. So, yes, we like to have a lot of fun. But of course, don't worry. I do stuff for the town. I did stuff with the town marshal too because I made a big bow and put it on his police vehicle. Yeah, and he's like, okay. So then he turned on the lights and he's like, is this better? And I'm like, sure, but Brenna told me to do it. He goes, then I'm gonna go arrest her. I'm like, okay, as long as it's not me. But anyhow, yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good sport. Yeah. So that's where that came from. Yeah. So does anybody have any other questions? See, we have fun in our town.
Well, some people do.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I do.
There's some snooty people.
Not me.
You're not snooty?
No.
Hmm.
Only to you.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
He's a rotten. I give you another drink. Look, I have alfalfa hair.
You do.
I do.
A lot of static.
Yes.
It's not me.
But I did tell Brenna to take him home and give him to her grandson, Alex. So I said, I don't need him back. I have plenty.
Does anybody do any work with cricket besides Brenna?
Yeah, because I don't do cricket. I'm trying. I'm still trying to learn it.
You're still learning.
I'm still learning. You do? Ooh, Teresa does. We'll have to get her busy on some stuff.
Yeah. Kathy said I got to make the 3.
Ooh. Sherry says, not me. Girl, I'm with you, Sherry.
Christy will decide, oh, well, I'm going to do this. Greg. I'm like, what? Come here and help me figure this out. I have no clue. She knows more than I do, and she's trying to get me to do it. And have done 2 projects so far. Good job.
Awesome.
Christy and I have attempted several jobs, but we always leave, for some reason, leave steps out. I don't know why. I want a wood laser cutter for earrings. Oh, that'd be nice. That's what Christy wants me to buy too, but for my wood crafts. Brennan said, love the cricket. I bet you do.
Make signs for your own wreath. Yes. Yes. See, I have to go to Brenna and say, this is what I need. I need a sign like this and like this to put on this wreath so I can glue all these bugs on here. And she's like, seriously? And I'm like, seriously.
Yeah, Brenna's our cricket
Yes.
to-go person right now.
Yes.
And she's trying to teach us.
She's trying to teach us. I'm like, you got to have patience. I mean,
Christy pays attention. I don't. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But our grandbaby's fun, though. I know, grandbabies are fun. I miss my grandbabies. You could paint bugs. There you go. See y'all later, Kathy.
All right. Bye, Kathy.
Good seeing you. Enjoy your dinner.
She has her moments.
Aw.
I even have my moments. So.
Yeah. Usually I spoil them and send them home, but
I don't know why she doesn't spoil me and send me home.
keep it up in a wheel.
Sure is, Brenna.
No, I just had to. Well, I guess so. I guess. I didn't mean to. It just came out.
See, you all thought you had to watch Amazing Race, what's that, Big Brother House, 90 Day Fiance, and all that. You can just come here and laugh and get drama.
All in one spot.
Well, I would love to do that, but she lives with me. LOL.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you definitely don't want to pump them up full of candy, do you?
No, not when they live with you. We had our oldest granddaughter for the first 3 years of her life, and yeah, whenever our parents would come and visit, they were like, "Oh, we brought her this candy," and I'm like, "Oh no, you're taking it back with you. No, 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 no." Sorry, I was looking. My shoulder was itching.
See, we'll have to do a podcast. Come
Do a
up with different
podcast.
subjects, talk about.
Okay,
Let's see, we got the perfect people,
we do.
Brennan and Bruce, to help us do this.
Oh yeah, they could set it up. There are tech people. That was a mint. My throat gets really dry.
Sure.
Did you want one?
No, I'm good. But yeah, we're trying to, like Christy started out doing wreaths all the time on the lives and that. Then she started into doing the swags and different things like that. Yeah, I can't think of the other one you started doing. But then she started into DIY, just kind of putting a variety of things out there. And then now just like us doing this for the first time, Q&A and that for everybody, if anybody's got any questions or whatever. And then our friend Brenna and Bruce was talking about us growing our business and that, and possibly even getting into doing podcasts. So we were trying to branch out into different areas and that, just trying to build our business up.
All right, Debbie. We're going to go back to the kitchen at some point. You'll have to join us when we do the kitchen again. I do a no-fail fudge, peanut butter fudge, and chocolate fudge.
It's so easy, even I could do it.
And actually, I got to make fudge tonight for our mailman's wife, since they scared her with these things.
Brenna said, do not show those anymore.
I'm sorry, Brenna. I have to make her some fudge because they hid them all over the garage and scared her. Yeah, she was freaking out. So
Debbie said, no bake items.
Yes, no bake. The peanut butter fudge is easy. It's in the microwave, 2 minutes. Mix, stir, pour, and you're done.
Put it in the fridge.
Yeah, put it in the fridge. Most of the time it starts setting up before you get it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that easy. So we're going to be back in it's actually still, if you go through the lives, yeah, it was back in December, wasn't it?
Because we only had 2
November?
kitchen episodes, wasn't it?
I think there was 2 or 3 episodes. You can handle the there you go. Yep, there's 2 or 3 episodes of the kitchen ones. Yeah. So it's on there.
Yeah, we've even had requests from other people wanting Chris to go back to the kitchen and do more stuff.
Yep. I'm going to go back to the kitchen soon.
One of the guys I work with, Christy made pigs in a blanket.
Cabbage rolls, as some people call them.
And I'd taken some into him for him and his dad. And that, and he took them home. They warmed them up, tried them, and they loved them. He said, I need to have this recipe. He said, oh, yeah, when are you guys going back to the kitchen?
Yeah.
We will soon.
Yeah. A lot of people ask me how I learned how to cook. And I love my mom and everything, but she's not one to stay in the kitchen and cook. And just growing up, I had to learn to cook. And when I got out on my own, I had to cook and I just had to learn. And if I tried it, I didn't like it, I knew not to ever do that again. So basically, it was just trial and error and sometimes people would give me their recipes and it would be okay, but it just was missing something. So I would change it up and make it my own and put different seasonings in it and mix it up. And that's how I came up with my own recipes. So,
Debbie said, my favorite show is diners, drive-ins, and dives.
oh, yeah.
Teresa said, ever since you sharing how to make the pumpkin roll, I have made 6 of them.
Awesome. See? We made pumpkin rolls. That was another thing. Yeah, we made pumpkin rolls and they're easy. It looks complicated when you're reading a recipe, but once I broke it down and showed you, you just put all your dry ingredients here, put your wet ingredients in the mixer, then you slowly add your dry ingredients and then bake it. It's super easy.
Yeah. Okay, Brenna. Talk to you later.
All right. See you later. See you tomorrow, Brenna. I'll leave the bugs at home. Oh, my friend said bye, Brenna.
Teresa said they are easy.
They are.
You know what I'd like to see her attempt?
What?
To do a cookies and cream one.
Cookies.
Roll.
Oh. Hmm. Now you got my mind going. I could probably do that.
I'll sit there sometimes and we'll be talking about supper or whatever, and I'll just make up something, hey, what about this? And she's like, I could possibly do that. You want to sign right? You better stop. Night.
Night, Brenna. Love you.
But I'll just throw some crazy stuff out there and she'll sometimes attempt it. Debbie
Yeah.
said yum on that, I think.
Yeah.
And the bad thing is she makes all this sweets and I don't hardly ever eat them anymore.
Nope. I used to have sweets all the time, and that's all I was doing was making sweets. And I finally told him, I said, you got to cut back.
And then one day I just woke up and I'm like, I don't want any sweets.
The
I'm
only
over
thing,
'em.
yep, the only thing he's been eating is them sour cherries. I'm like, they're
They're
sour
good.
too.
They're good.
They're sour.
I'm making chocolate cake one next week when a sisters come over. There you
Oh,
go.
you're gonna have a good time when your sister comes over. That's awesome. That'll be awesome. Sit here looking at all this material, going,
But, all right. Well, if there's no more questions,
how do I keep Charlie Brown in line? I don't. I just
whatever.
shake
Don't
my
let her
head.
fool you. She has a bull whip. She's got a paddle. She's got a ball bat and a frying pan.
Ball bat and a frying pan. Yep.
I never get a break.
I know I don't.
She said I make them fake baked treat too. There you go.
Yes, you do. Teresa, I got in board. Monday's crazy for me because I gotta get that wreath done. Do you have anything going on Tuesday? Yeah, and I gotta go get my B12 in the morning too. So I have to get up early. Ooh, go up on the hill. Yeah, we live down in a valley, so no matter where we go, we always have to go up the hills.
Well, except toward New Albany, go
Well,
down
yeah,
toward the hill.
but when we go to New Albany, and then we have to go up the hill to get to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
See, so
Our
no matter.
doctor's up on a hill, but
I know that's what he said. So no matter which way we go, we have to go up the hill.
said no, Tuesday, a good day for me.
All right, it'll be Tuesday, and I'll get with you, and I'll work with you, give you some pointers. If that's okay. It won't be too early.
right. Is that it?
All right. And if anybody else has any questions or if you need a one-on-one, you're very welcome. And if you guys want one-on-one, just send me a message and I'll be more than happy to do a one-on-one with you. If you're needing help with anything, I don't mind.
Keeps her busy so I can play my game.
You need to take trash out.
Wow. All right.
All right.
Well, everyone have a good evening.
And like I said, we'll jump on. I'm going to try and shoot for 2 o'clock. Hopefully we'll be back and get everything done and we can jump on and.
Awesome, Pamela. Her kitten keeps attacking the phone because it's time to go to bed.
Oh, that's funny. Y'all have a blessed evening and y'all have a good evening too. And we will jump back on tomorrow sometime and see you guys tomorrow.
Going to try for 2 o'clock. If
Yes.
not, between 2 and 3. And that way we can get the live done and that before the board meeting tomorrow. So
yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk to everyone tomorrow then.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.